Welcome back to the workbench. Working on some more Eurorack modules, some kits, some built from scratch, whole bunch of stuff, and we're gonna start right now showing you some of the junk I've been working on. Okay, this module is Synthrotek's Attack, Decay, Sustain, Release module. Also has a switch for switching between ADSR and just AD, which is kind of redundant because if you just shut down your sustain and release to nothing, you have an AD without the switch. You've got attack and decay doing the same thing as if you were just AD. So I don't understand them putting in the switch other than it looks cool. I don't know. I'm an old timer, so what the hell do I know? But here is the parts and all the way through to the finished product. Next is a dirt filter from Synthrotek, kind of an unusual dirty filter. Filters are kind of the main unit in a sense. Gives that overall tonal qualities, the timbre, and there's all different kinds, and each one has its own unique little sound. And this is one of them. This module is a voltage controlled amplifier. This is actually a dual, has two VCAs in it. And they are used to control the rise and fall of the volume rather than whereas filters change the timbre. Voltage control amplifiers just control the volume. Although filters and VCAs can be controlled by attack, decay, sustain, release modules. This module is called an Atari Punk Console. It's basically three oscillators working in tandem to create unusual sounds, unusual effects, unusual complex oscillations. Two of the oscillators are controlled by voltage so that you can have other things changing it so it's not a constant drone, but a changing texture to the oscillators. This module is a dual clock source. It's basically two 555 timers producing square waves to act as gates for controlling sequencers, triggering ADSRs, things like that, mostly for timing. This module is a unity gain mixer. It is for combining voltages. It's not really an audio mixer, it is a voltage mixer for adding voltages. In a standard configuration, if you add 5 volts to 5 volts, you end up with 5 volts. Voltages all by themselves kind of equal out. This would add the voltages, so if you put in 5 volts into one channel, 5 volts into the other, they sum to produce 10 volts. Kind of an interesting thing, and comes in real handy for a lot of things you want to do in synthesis. This module is basically just a delay. It is a guitar pedal that's been modified by me to fit in Eurorack. Little odd because it requires 9 volts instead of the standard Eurorack voltages that you need. So I had to create another board to provide 9 volts, which is not in the pictures, but it's a little bit of a pain, but it's pretty cool modifying other things to fit in Eurorack, and this is a good example of how that's done. And as you can see, I have quite a few modules left to build, a couple of kits, and a whole bunch of parts and boards to scratch build some other stuff, not by kits, so they'll be a little more difficult. And in here you see my twin 24-inch racks, and I'm running out of space, so I think I'm going to have to move that SQ1 sequencer out of the rack on top and put it on top of the MS-20 to free up some space for some more modules. And I might have to add a rack where the keyboard is sitting now. Put in another Eurorack panel on the bottom because I need more space. And lastly, this is the TV Yellow Les Paul P90. I bought wasn't supposed to be was supposed to be on back order till the summer, and I got it just after Christmas, and I haven't had time to even plug her in and play with it at all because I'm working on this Eurorack. But that was my early Christmas present, or Christmas present that I got earlier than the summer. Whatever. Cool guitar, real pretty, sounds good, but haven't had much of a chance to play with it. Too busy working on all this electronic stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks. Hope I didn't bore you too much with all this stuff, but some of you wanted to see what my progress was, so here it is. Thanks for watching. Take care.